It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give out of the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll run it again. Breaks the tackle. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
The Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
Damn, look at that.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play call.
Jump it. Don't fucking bump nobody. Oh, get tired of this shit, bro. This shit lame as fucking is corny.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Shit corny as fuck, bro.
Big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really
shit piss me the fuck off.
Run game. Just
niggas don't never want to play fair and square. Gotta bump niggas and shit. Niggas wide the fuck open.
And getting running backs on the ground.
Fuck wrong with
After the
niggas,
3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Finds a little space. First down and once more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we've talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Power football with the run. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's King. Oh, they're after it.
Nigga, don't fumble. All right, man. All right, man.
Terrific run.
You have got to have pass rushing integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see.
Never been
He
a
just
first
tucks it and
square
takes off and picks up the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle speed. You saw it
Always
right there.
gotta be some fucking
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room, it's Reed. Past the 1st down marker and still running. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Caught over the middle, it's Lee. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Reed. The spin, still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. hoping the quarterback cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to run it. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the running back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy. And this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Kane. The sure hands, it's Maddox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Running into the open space. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think because of where they are in the field right now, close to midfield, made that decision a whole lot easier for the head coach to decide to go for it on that 4th down.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dropping back, it's King. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Open space at the 25.
Obviously, bro, it's never a fucking, it's never a straight up game. Never.
This is a running
Find a way to mix the defense that way, mix the defense that way.
They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the
Never
drive
a good
for the
lead.
touchdown.
Just explain.
And the
Never a good
41
lead.
yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Going right to work up top. Flips it out on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Reed. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. First and 10 coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Holstein. Looking left. Finds his man. It's Holmes. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early and as a result lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Handoff from the gun. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Makes the grab. It's Reed. Spins away. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The definition of fourth four down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full. They're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Yellow Jackets are marching down the field.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to pass, it's King. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown!
Early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes a catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. Turning it on! Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy, really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And Turner coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Running to Green. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Military stun! Military stun!
Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The sure hands, it's Reed. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Now he's going to break the pocket. With the catch, it's Reed. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Panthers want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Lee. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. A run for the quarterback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's King. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Lee. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Reed. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Reed. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hicks. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Fires left. Got his man downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Reed. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And he's dragged down.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team.
Brings it to the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Yellow Jackets hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Off the play fake on first down. On a little time, lets it go. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Holstein. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Hey, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down, full quarter. Need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
That's caught. It's Reed. He goes out of bounds. It's another first down as they try to put up a score late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Holmes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Uncorks one. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time.